All right, everybody, welcome back to Software Gore, brought to you by our sponsors, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2, where you'll find a whole bunch of hours of live stream gameplay content that you can also watch at twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles, another possible sponsor, and also the like button. It is, New Year, so just make sure that the like button is working. We are on Software Gore, so it's kind of important. Check it out down below the video. Let's start off with number 19. Why, yes, I did work at Voice Channel. How did you know? Question 1 of 5. Would you want a job that text channel, voice channel, announcement channel? I don't even know how does this work on Discord. I've never made a survey on Discord. You can make surveys on Discord? Cool. No, this definitely makes sense. What are you applying for? Interesting. Or are you just trying to, give your opinion on something? Helpful survey. Maybe you get like Discord Nitro in response to it. I need to figure out how to do this. This would be cool to make polls and stuff and surveys on Discord that people could fill out and then accidentally be making text channels and voice channels in my Discord server. That sounds great. Sucks that my monitor is only 60 hertz. Performance, CPU 75%, GPU 8%, RAM 53%, frame rate. Wow, you're getting 386,000 frames per second? That's incredible. Can I have your PC in the Vault Hunters series that I'm doing on stream at my base? I'm down to like 18 to 20 FPS right now because of all the vending machines and the player statues. So if I could borrow yours and get up to 386,000, maybe I could afford to lose a few more, I could, instead of going from like 60 to 20, I go from 386,000 to 385,980, and I'd be much better. Windows 3.1 looking good. It's very colorful. It reminds me of the $1 million website. It was a dude who put together a website where every pixel could be purchased for $1, and he sold all the pixels, and he made $1 million off of it, pre-tax, obviously. But it kind of reminds me of just like this mishmash of kind of ridiculousness. Man, if only that would work multiple times. What a great idea. Just, here's my website, every pixel's $1, and then you just rake it in. Because you get $1 for every pixel on your screen right now. That's a lot of dollars right there. It's a lot of them. Haha, Cyberpunk goes Brrrr. Just found a new way to travel fast. I've heard that Cyberpunk had a couple of things happening on it at launch, but it was more on the consoles, right? Less on PC, but it looks like you're playing on PC, so... Oh, that's really cool. Oh my god, dude. Wait, so you can just run along the fence and you can zoom? How fast can you zoom? Dude, it's like doing Minecraft ice jumps. Bro, you're traveling on blue ice. Oh, does it work? It doesn't really work around the corners. That sucks. That's really cool, though. It's not really even Software Gore, dude. You're like along the train tracks right there. It makes sense that you'd be able to go fast. You figured out how to put a boat down on blue ice, but in Cyberpunk instead of Minecraft. That's great. That's obviously intentional. What are you talking about? Why is a school bus texting my Sims? Okay. I'm more confused than anything as someone who hasn't played Sims in a very long time. I just got a message that it's an image of a school bus. All you can do is say okay to it. You can't ask questions. No way to dig any further. Just accept the school bus and move on. All right, that's it. Maybe it's time for school and they're just trying to give you a gentle nudge without being too abrasive about it. Ah, yes. Very level. Thanks, Apple. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this. This looks just fine. Perfectly good. Wait, is this, I wonder if this is, like, it's supposed to be you're holding the phone this way or you're holding the phone vertically. If you put it completely flat, it just freaks out, maybe. I don't know. I've never actually used this application before, but I'm curious if that's what it is. This is actually so unbelievably level, but it's in the direction that the phone can't actually track because, it can only probably do this direction of the phone standing vertically or this way. So it's like freaking out because like this is way too level. I don't know how to actually display on the screen right now. Saw this in my local Subway and everyone was so confused. I'm so not New York that I saw this in my local Subway, and I got here and I'm like, but where are the sandwiches? Right, the Subway, the original Subway, the thing with trains and stuff like that. Do I enter or do I not enter? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna choose a different lane because I don't want to get like a bar jammed through me. What if the turnstile is like opening and closing or something like that and you just get impaled by it? That would not be fun. Apple Watch can't decide which source to play the music from. God. That seems not good. Is it just... Oh, it's swapping between 2 different songs. I can't tell what the other one is. All I see is perfect. I can't read the other. If we pause it, is it gonna... Something... eyeing. Oh, not playing. That works. That works. Okay. We paused it at the exact right time, though. It's like, oh, man. I would have this issue with my phone. It doesn't seem to happen anymore, thank goodness. But it would, like, for whatever reason, when I turned on Spotify, it would just start playing out of my computer. And I'm like, I'm not home. I'm in my car like 10 miles away from home. Why are you playing out of my computer? I've hit play on my phone. Do you mind? I clearly don't want to play on my computer that's 10 miles away. Okay, thanks. Task failed successfully. Please close or close. Well, you see the difference here is one close you can accept with the enter key. The other close you have to manually click. It's still giving you the options. All right? It doesn't want to make it so that you have to click the same button. You can also close with enter. There has to be another way for you to manually click one so you can be like, look, I could have just taken the easy way out and hit enter, but instead I manually click close, and that was pretty cool of me. Asserting dominance. What is even happening here? Is this Cyberpunk? I feel like it's Cyberpunk. Can you T-pose your character and then just walk up to people and then cause them to freak out? What I'm assuming is happening here is that your character is actually doing something that's causing the other person to freak out, but it's displaying that action as just a T-pose. I want to see a third-person view of a person in T-pose running up against the fence, zooming at 1,000,000 miles an hour. God, that would be amazing. Can we make that happen? My favorite word in Spanish is past tense 34. Sorry, past tense 34. That is my great Spanish accent. Incredible. What does past tense 34 mean? 34 mean. Practice now. Well, I believe that would just be read as what it is. I have a fault, though, when I'm reading in another language. Not that I do it very often, but say I see a sign that's in another language. If it's Latin characters, I'll read it out as it is. But then if there's a number there, like I just read the number in English. And I'm like, wait a second. But if the sign is in Spanish, I'm not supposed to also just read the numbers in English. That's not how it's supposed to be, but it's how I do. And I'm like, oh yeah, I just realized that's not how it actually be read if you were reading in the language of the sign. Right, that whole thing. Numbers too. Ah yes, my favorite restaurant. Since you've been gone, we've added this. Thank you. I mean, this is actually, they're trying to become more inclusive, and if you're a computer, instead of downloading more RAM, you can just get some more RAM delivered to you straight from using Uber Eats, and it'll just feed your computer, okay? Your computer's been working real hard throughout this quarantine. Why don't you reward it with some eval restaurant selection output body extension attribute interact attribute personal growth restaurant selection? Eval restaurant selection output body extension attribute interact attribute personal growth restaurant selection. You're really leaving your computer out in the cold here. That's not nice. Ready to play. All right, here we go. We're back at it again with another Cyberpunk. This is the second load screen launch thing for Cyberpunk that I feel like I've seen in recent subreddits. I feel kind of bad because obviously it's a game they've been working on for so long, and I'm sure they had to just like cram and rush because they pushed it back so many times. And they're like, yeah, I'm sure they knew when they pushed it out. They're like, there's still so much stuff that we have to do, but we can't keep delaying this again and again and again and again and again. We have to get it out in time for the holiday season. And so it just things happen. That one might not even be the fault of Cyberpunk. That one seems like it's on the platform that you're downloading, like PSN or whatever. You gotta empathize a little bit. When you're in the club and can't come up with any dance moves. Cyberpunk. Oh boy. Well, apparently T-posing is a very common thing, so I'm learning. I really, I play a lot of Minecraft over on youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2, which comes from twitch.tv/CaptainSparkles. Occasionally some Among Us and some other things like that. Haven't played any Cyberpunk, wasn't aware of the whole T-pose thing, but Gary's Mod Prop Hunt's always fun, so T-posing, hey, you could just become anything there. If you're really self-conscious in the club and you don't want to dance, you could just become the table. Or you could become a bottle and you could hide and no one will see you. And that's how it do be sometimes. I wasn't expecting the whole screen. This is quite the wallpaper that we have going on here. All right, oh, okay. You select the things and then it blackens out, then you move the blackened thing and it just makes the entire screen go black. I guess who needs a wallpaper anyway, Dang, forgot to update my graphics card driver for the last 78 years. My bad. Minimum NVIDIA GeForce 770 2GB AMD Radeon R9 280. You have AMD Radeon. Your graphics driver is over 941 months out of date.
NVIDIA GeForce 770 2GB AMD Radeon R9 280. You have.
Wow, I didn't know that AMD and NVIDIA existed as companies 78 years ago. That's incredible. Wish I had invested in NVIDIA like when they were founded 78 years ago. Imagine the return, dude. I bet it was like less than a penny if you bought in at the very start. And now it's hundreds of dollars. You could have been richer than Jeff Bezos. If you would just, I don't know, had like $100 back then, you would have been absolutely popping off. It would have been crazy. Probably not actually $100. He probably would need it a lot because he's got lots of monies. But you know, you get the idea. The opposite of flying. 2020. We will have flying cars in the future. Cyberpunk 2077. Poor Cyberpunk, man. Is it gonna take off? I want it to take off. Let's go. Oh. It's the wrong way. We were expecting flight. Not submarine cars. This is not what we wanted. This is impressive, actually. I don't know how it's still working properly. How do you have control over this thing? This really is the future. I mean, a car that can somehow phase into the ground but then re-emerge intact, somehow occupying the place that other molecules occupied, but those molecules don't have to shift. They stay in place. There's a little bit of an engine, there's a little explosion problem that happens every now and again. It's fine, the technology isn't perfected yet, but having two molecules, atoms, occupy the same position. You know, atoms are mostly filled with empty space, so we can figure out a way to utilize that, and they did it in Cyberpunk with the side effect of explosions. The kind of frowny, unhappy face in http:// got replaced by a smiley. What is this? Oh, what kind of like texting program are you trying to paste a link in that it changes a URL into an emoji face? That's really funny. This is one of my favorite things I've seen. I mean, it is, you are going to be kind of unhappy when you go to click that. It doesn't work because it's broken. It's self-inflicted. That's funny. Oh, the top comment's good. It's because you should be using the secure HTTP. Why are you so unsecure? Your cookies are vulnerable to other people snooping on your Wi-Fi network. And the top for the last month. Interesting trip to work today. Suffer. See, this is why you need to use HTTPS, because someone can hack into the cookies on your open Wi-Fi and change your subway train thing to say suffer, or wherever this is. It looks kind of Subway-esque, but not Subway sandwich, because we now know that it's the train thing. So, not really software gore, just mild vandalism. That's it. Anyway, thanks for watching the last month of Software Gore. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Check out our sponsor. It's a great one. The like button down below the video. Also, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2 for lots of quality content. It's great. And stuff like that. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. And that's where we'll leave it off. Oh yeah, and also the last Software Gore video will be up there. Latest Mirror music upload. Playlist in the description for more Software Gore. You know the drill. See you next time.